Alrighty, so we're here to talk about three more principles of animation used in our projects. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to focus on, so I went ahead and did the 4.3 project and thought about what I was going to talk about. So the first thing I'll talk about is arcs. So we're going to, about, what is it? Here, 53. So we'll zoom down. So one of the things I put some focus on is getting the arcs correct in the arm swing. Um, Kind of took me a minute, and I thought sometimes they looked kind of weird, but I'm kind of overall happy with uh, kind of how they're swinging around, and so I thought it looked good. So I'll kind of play it for you slower, So both hands coming up. There's a clear arc on each hand, so I was pretty satisfied with how those came out. Um, Next thing I want to talk about is, let's see, secondary action. So about right here where my jump was, I wanted to really emphasize the weight of this ruby. So I tried to really get it to look like she's like, oh no, I'm about to drop it, and so I gave her some extra hunch on that landing. Where she's kind of focused on the landing, but also trying to keep that gem in her hands. Um, so I really try to give her some hunch to show the weight of that ruby. Um, um, the last thing I guess we'll talk about is pose to pose. One of the things in the video was, you know, um, for example, right here on the foot, trying to figure out what looked natural as far as foot's being set down. So like here, I have the toe going first and then the heel. Um, Sometimes the foot went straight down. I thought that looked okay. Um, but for this right foot, I wanted to be sure to show that toe raise into the flat foot. So kind of did that in a pose to pose way. And of course, during the run, I'm sorry, not the run, the jump. I spent good little bit here messing with the legs and how I wanted it to look, as well as how I was gonna like launch her throwing out that gem, what I was gonna do with the feet. So yeah, those are the principles of animation that I wanted to speak about in my project.